Mr. Montero, and the Real Madrid lineup: Thibaut Courtois in goal, a back four of Lucas Vallejo, Casemiro and Marcelo, Camavinga, Modric and Ceballos in midfield. Up front it's Mariano Díaz, flanked by Asensio and Rodrygo. 8 changes from the side that lost 4-3 to Manchester City in the Etihad. The only players repeating in the starting 11 today: Courtois, Modric, Rodrygo. It's Mr. Hernandez in the VAR operation room. The starting 11 for Espanyol: Diego López. We suspect it's going to be 3 centre-backs: Sergi Gomez, Fernando Calero and Leandro Cabrera, with Toni Viena and Aleix Vidal as wing-backs. Ángel Herrera, Oscar Melendo, Sergi Darder in midfield, with Raúl de Tomás, and playing off him Javi Puado up front. Marcelo, the captain for Real Madrid today, big smile on his face. He hasn't had too much protagonism this season, but Ancelotti was speaking very highly of him in yesterday's pre-match press conference. Here's Rafa Nadal, no stranger to the big occasion himself. Huge and very vocal Real Madrid supporter, and not a bad all-round sportsman, as well as being well, certainly the best left-handed tennis player since what, Rod Laver. Terry Gibson with me today. A huge ovation for Rafa Nadal, Terry.
Well, clearly, Simon, you can see he's very popular at the club, and it's that type of mood at the Bernabeu, isn't it?
Hey, not a bad kick-off that from Nadal. That was definitely in, I think, Bruno Begarecci.
Yeah, good evening, afternoon, Simon, Terry, and as you say, Rafa Nadal, potentially the greatest tennis player of all time. I'd go as far as saying that, with a lovely kick-off. As we all know, Nepi's one of a former professional football player, Miguel Ángel Nadal, who played for Football Club Barcelona.
Trophy success as a manager as well. Certainly, in terms of trophy winning, one of the most successful managers of all time. Terry, a very new look to this Real Madrid 11 for obvious reasons, as Espanyol, through RDT, get the game underway, through Sergi Darder, I should say. Unusual to see Vallejo and Casemiro in central defence. Vallejo hasn't started a game since May 2019.
Yeah, I think it's more...
Need extra minutes to build up experience or confidence, the way he's been playing this season. There he is now, finding Mariano, and in the end a block made by Sergi Gomez for the first corner of the game.
Yeah, wonderful ball from Modric. You can see there he's complaining, he's criticising Mariano Díaz for... I don't think he thinks that Mariano Díaz...
I said he done, and the clearance is well played out. Here's Melendo. Now Vienna. Raúl de Tomás outside him, takes a shot, it takes a deflection. He apologises to the goal scorer, but Espanyol win their first corner of the game.
You can see clearly Espanyol should, quite rightly, have enthusiasm for taking on this unusual back four of Real Madrid, so when they get the opportunity to break, you know, Valena, Darder, Yenga, and of course Mark.
Corner swung in and plucked out of the air by Thibaut Courtois. Touch, and he's going across to take the resulting corner, takes it quickly, finds Modric. Modric finds Ceballos, flicks it in towards the far post where Casemiro was waiting, and Mariano puts it off the post there. And out of almost nothing, Real Madrid tucking it. Fabulous break down the left from Puado there, Terry.
Yeah, fabulous football. I do like seeing a tussle between two players. There we see Camavinga and Raúl de Tomás. Here we see Modric leaving the ball into the penalty area, and Ceballos hopefully lifting it towards the far post, and hopefully hoping that Casemiro is going to head it back across goal. Sergi Gomez does well, Fernando Calero does well in the defensive situation there against Mariano Díaz, because for a split second they look like
the Matcom champions. Darder driving that one in, and flicked on from the D of the penalty area, goalward by RDT, as we watch Dani Ceballos it was, and loop the ball over the top to the far post where Casemiro was able to link Manny and Victor Far all season away from the RCD Stadium.
Yeah, I think Vicente Moreno will be pleased. His team have never really been.
RDT with the shots, stinging the gloves there of Thibaut Courtois, who palms it away into the path of stayed within the second division.
You've seen a bit here, isn't it? With a really good attempt. There's Courtois getting the cross, takes no chances.
And it's Camavinga, intelligent ball from Ceballos again. Luka Modric. There's the header from Mariano, and not too far over the crossbar. Applause from the fans, applause from Luka Modric. It's one of the best Real Madrid attacks so far.
Yeah, excellent play again from Modric with a final delivery into the penalty box. Slightly gets that off cue, doesn't he, Mariano Díaz?
To trouble there from Gomez. Here's Villena. De Tomás taking on Lucas. Drives it low. It comes out to Sergi Darder. Darder tries the shot. It's blocked. There are just too many bodies between here. To Villa. It's Casemiro who comes out with the ball under control. The cross to the far post. Rodrygo should keep it in play and does. Now Marcelo joining the attack. Going to try a shot. Comfortable for Diego López.
Yeah, this attack starts because Casemiro's getting bored playing at centre-back, so went back into midfield.
Wolves, and he just has found it almost impossible to break into the Real Madrid defence.
Yeah, you would think he would be one of those that's future is...
Oh, here's Rodrygo, there it is! Rodrygo Goes! Set up superbly by Marcelo. It's an all-Brazilian combination. Real Madrid take the lead. Look at the celebration there. Luka Modric and Marcelo, the two veterans out there leading the side today. Madrid go a step closer to confirming that they are La Liga champions 21-22.
Yeah, Modric gets the ball out wide to Rodrygo. There's a little interchange between Marcelo and Rodrygo. Under pressure again, that great footwork, great control. Always keeps the ball under control despite being challenged by defenders in the penalty area. It's a lovely spot from Marcelo to get it back to his teammate as well. And Rodrygo again with a really good finish, because you can see he's being closed down there by two players of Espanyol, Sergio Gomez and Cabrera, and he finishes it with power and with real accuracy.
Well, if there's one thing Rodrygo has, and we have noticed this since he arrived at the club simultaneously with Vinícius Júnior, he's got a really good finish. He's got goals in his boots.
Yep, no, and I think he's going to be a player that's obviously going to flourish. You can see all the talent is obvious.
Sergi Darder there. There's lack of penetration when Espanyol gets to the edge of that final third. Herrera tries the shot, drags it wide, goal kick.
Yeah, they get to a certain part of the pitch, don't they?
It's almost like an invisible barrier there, just about a metre or two outside the Real Madrid penalty area.
And that barrier isn't there, is it, for Rodrygo and Marcelo?
Exactly.
Moving the ball quickly, great close control, great skills. Well, you can see that the attacks from Espanyol predominantly come down the left, and that's the position he's occupied.
Well, there's an easy giveaway for the second goal of the game of Rodrygo Goes. 2 minutes before the half-time break, Real Madrid double their lead. They were gifted that one by some poor defending. Ángel Herrera with his head down. Marcelo celebrating. The Bernabeu on its feet. And the La Liga title is ever closer.
Well, considering they only need the draw, they're in pretty good shape at this moment in time. You can see Vidal on the ball here. He's looking at his options, plays it into Ángel Herrera. You're not going to get that time. Mariano Díaz does well, the Real Madrid striker, to work to win the ball back. And then when they pounce Rodrygo, we'll see the quick 2 or 3 touches again. That's excellent work from Mariano Díaz, and it's taken over the action by Rodrygo, drop of the shoulder. And that drop of the shoulder, most players would be going for the goalkeeper's left, which is where Diego López is anticipating the shot going. Because he has that little bit of composure in that split second, he wraps his foot around it, puts it in the other corner, and there's no chance for the very experienced Espanyol keeper.
Well, Rodrygo Goes gets his second, Real Madrid second.
There, but nothing too much to concern Real Madrid and Courtois are there.
It's a high floating in-swinger, and RDT struggles to bring under control. He finds Sergidad there. Vienna can only find the incredibly safe gloves of Thibaut Courtois. 3 minutes at him. And this is something Real Madrid have had all season, the ability to do not too much during games. Marcelo drags it wide, but they will suddenly hit you with a little burst of activity, get plenty of white shirts in and around the rival penalty area and do you serious damage.
It all comes down to quality, Sam. That pass for the outside of the foot from Luka Modric, and when you have that quality and they play at the pace, move. See Villena with a delivery into the box, comes off the arm of Lucas Vázquez. It's then down to judge whether his arm is outstretched. Does it hit his arm?
Is it the hand or is it the knee?
The knee onto the hand, maybe. I would like to be of help, Simon.
Yeah, no,
with the current rules of the game.
You, Terry. It's called passing the buck, mate. Well, it's half time, and that is free kick that could well offer Espanyol an opportunity to claw the way back in. Well, Courtois, I think, had it covered. The shot not far off target from Raúl de Tomás.
You see the second similar foul from Casemiro there. That time it was punished with the yellow card. Both on Raúl de Tomás. He takes on the responsibility. Oh, it's it.
It's that time of year with high pollen counts. In comes the corner. Successfully defended or unsuccessfully attacked there by Ángel Herrera. There's Mariano. Well, it's not easy to lob Thibaut Courtois, Terry.
No, I mean, that's his job there, essentially, to be the near post zone. So that type of delivery, that's...
Camavinga won that back and was quick to find Asensio. Tries a shot, doesn't quite connect. We've seen him score from that kind of distance on several occasions this season. Camavinga showing real determination to take that ball off Javi Puado. Rodrygo, well defended in the end. Tarder, Melendo, RDT going to try a shot and it's brilliantly blocked. And the loose ball comes out for Aleix Vidal. And in the end, it's Lucas with the clearance. A little bit more positive from Espanyol here. RDT again. There's a man down. I believe it's Aleix Vidal. Melendo got a bit lucky there. Luka Modric in for the second time and winning the ball back. Camavinga on the break. He's got options. Asensio to his right. Here's Asensio. Well, that is Real Madrid all over. 3-0 on the break. Asensio with his right foot, giving Diego López absolutely no chance. And we are looking at the fans of the La Liga Santander champions. Aleix Vidal still down in the Real Madrid area. But Real Madrid on the break, Terry Gibson, are absolutely terrifying.
It's classic Real Madrid, isn't it? There's Vidal, there's the challenge from Marcelo and Casemiro. I don't think there's significant contact from either of the two players there. Modric, of all people, wins the ball back. It's him breaking forward to the left of Camavinga. Camavinga again makes the right choice, makes the right decision, and it's the perfectly weighty pass. One touch from Asensio to get it out of his feet. And again, like Rodrygo, can he apply the finish? Yes, of course he can.
Terry, we haven't seen it from the best of angles. I just wonder if there's a question Asensio may have been offside or not.
Well, I'm sure if he is, we'll get the right decision from VAR. Vidal is complaining, he's hoping there's a VAR call that goes his way of Espanyol up the other end of the pitch. I'm not entirely sure yet whether VAR has got involved in terms of whether it was on or offside.
Well, here's the incident at the other end. It's Vidal who avoids the challenge of Marcelo and comes down on top of Casemiro's foot, I would suspect there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to avoid the challenge there. There's no foul, I don't think, from Marcelo. He just lands on Casemiro. I understand why he's appealing. He's clutching at straws, I do believe. I'm sure VAR has checked whether Asensio was on or offside. It's not confirmation yet of the goal.
Vidal making gestures at the fourth official. The goal stands. Real Madrid 3.
Solution in circumstances where you're 3-0 up, and it does look as if that's the case.
Vienna with the shot, floated high over the crossbar. Out there. RDT back to Sergi Darder. Good ball out from Puado. Aleix Vidal. Fabulous save from Thibaut Courtois. That was struck firmly and on target.
That was a good approach there from Vidal, because they've tried on numerous occasions a cut back. He's onside there. You see, I think it's Lucas Vázquez playing him on. And whilst they've tried the cut back on 3 or 4 occasions, this time Vidal goes solo. Drives it with power. Rapital.
Long ball floated forward by Calero. It's collected by Aleix Vidal. His cross intercepted by Camavinga, centre back. Toni Kroos losing out to Sergi Darder on the edge of the box. There's Darder. Just about got away. It's almost a comedy of errors in the Real Madrid area. Isco. There's Morlanes finding Darder. Good run from Sergi Darder. Woulay, lovely little ball through to Puado, and Courtois off his line, but bravely to Darder. Once again, Aleix Vidal making the run down the right. He really is tireless, cuts it back, and the attempt by Woulay is blocked. And Dani Ceballos keeps cool. Ben will sprint to keep it in play, and does so. Lucas. Oh, and it should be 4-0. That was absolutely wonderful from Real Madrid. And Lucas is disappointed, and it all started with Dani Ceballos, just as he was singing his praises, Terry.
And this is that example I was talking about in the first half, where you're chasing shadows when players of the quality that Real Madrid possess, when they move the ball about quickly, whether it's dribbling with it in the fashion that we saw from Dani Ceballos, where he's shuffling the ball between his feet, or whether they're passing it super quick as well. It's so tough to live with them.
Here's Woulay for Espanyol. Vidal again. The interception from Asensio, and he's straight back on his feet, showing for the ball. Manages to link with Isco. Isco sends Benzema through. Benzema has got Rodrygo with him. Still Benzema. And that is absolutely stunning. Isco makes it 4-0. Benzema this time turns assist maker. You say chasing shadows, Terry. This Espanyol side has no response, literally no response to that kind of break from Real Madrid.
And there are a lot of teams
from Asensio winning the ball back on the edge of the Real Madrid box.
And there are a lot of teams, Simon, that wouldn't have a response, because we're talking elite footballers here. And once they win the ball back and the space ahead of them, the movement is outstanding. The exchange of passes between Isco and Benzema. It's laid on a plate there for Benzema, and Isco with his left foot. It's not just any old finish. He's being precise with the finish. It's a good spot from Benzema, and of course he's going to see that. Two players have spent considerable amount of time at Real Madrid playing together. Maybe Isco won't be here next season, so it was a nice moment for two players who had spectacular careers here at the Bernabeu, wearing the white shirt of Real Madrid. That was a fantastic goal.
Diego López did all he could to prevent it, got a glove to it, but it wasn't enough. And I'm trying to work out what they're looking at here, because
it must have to go all the way back to the beginning of the move.
Benzema offside there.
No,
well,
it'll be Rodrygo in front of Diego López. That will be the issue.
Yeah.
And it's possible, very possible, that this will be disallowed. It'll be a shame for Isco, because I think we're assuming that he's going to be leaving Real Madrid. I think that's a given. It'd been a nice way for him to sign off in one of his last few matches at the Bernabeu.
Well, referee Munwera's seen it, and the decision is offside. The goal won't stand. Isco with a look on his face which shows his disappointment. There's Rodrygo, perhaps expecting the mini cutback from Benzema, making the run in an offside position, positional offside, interfering with the view. Fran Merida does well to find Puado, who turns away from Lucas, tries the shot. Thibaut Courtois. No Real Madrid performance would be complete without the big Belgian pulling off one or two world-class saves. That was probably just going wide.
Yeah, from a player who's really tried hard. I mean, Puado has been, and haven't had an abundance of service. The strikers of Espanyol
is still happy to storm up and down that right flank of attack for Espanyol. Meanwhile, here's Isco. Now Vinícius has got Asensio in the middle. Benzema too. There's Benzema! 4-0. Well, he had to add to his tally, and it's that combination of Vinícius Júnior and Karim Benzema once again. And this, Terry, turning out to be a nice little warm-up for Wednesday night.
It's just so much to be impressed about Real Madrid's performance today, and they're 3-0 up, and their hunger and desire and enthusiasm to win back possession. On that occasion, it was Toni Kroos who wins the ball back. And how many times we've seen this, I'm sure someone is going to tell us. That combination, Vinícius, he's not looking anywhere else. Isco is in the box, Asensio is in the box, but all Vinícius is looking at is one player and one player only, and it's Benzema. And he bides his time, Vinícius. He waits till the timing is perfect from Benzema. The movement is perfect.
How many, Terry, of those finishes from Benzema set up by Vinícius are first touch? The service from Vinícius is inch perfect, isn't it?